So today we're going to do hip lift, hip drop, and starting undulation up to down. I'm going to very little describe the undulation down to up, but we're going to do it next week. Really, we're going to go more into details. So let's start with the undulation. So as you remember, we've started doing the exercises on the floor last week. That is because I want you to start working on making your spine more supple, and being able to make more movement. Always remember that you want to control the movement of your spine by really engaging your pelvic floor and trying to make your pelvic neutral. So always remember to imagine your tailbone being perpendicular to the floor, and you always want to squeeze in your pelvic floor muscles. That will help you to make the entire undulation stable, so you won't drive your hip up, forward and back, but you want to lock it, engage your pelvic floor, and then work with your spine. So if we're going to start from the floor like we've done last week, actually not last week, like we done Monday. Right, so you want to make sure that your knees are perpendicular to your hips and your arms are slightly forward compared to your shoulders. So you want to bring your chin closer to your chest and breathe out and contract your spine, contract your lower and upper spine, and bring your chin to your chest. Breathing, you want to gaze upward. Always make sure that you're not tilting your back too much inward. You're always being controlled by your pelvic, and look upward. Breathe out. Breathing. Some people actually do it the opposite, breathing. They breathe out and then breathing. Breathe out. Breathing. Now when you're breathing, make sure that you feel the strength, the contraction of your entire spine, from your lower spine to your upper spine. Breathe out. Breathing. Breathe out. One more time. Breathing. Breathe out. Make sure you're not sinking into your shoulders. You always bring it, supporting yourself with your shoulders. Now we're going to repeat the same exercise. We're going to do it on our knees. Breathing. Breathe out. Feel the stretch of your spine. Breathing. Breathe out. Breathing. Breathe out. So you can keep on doing as much as you like. So I want you to make sure, I want to make sure that you're feeling the contraction of your spine. Open up and close. Now what tends to happen when we open it up, the back, your back shoulder, your back, the lower back of your spine tend to come out. That's what I want you to avoid to do by contracting your pelvic floor and be in a neutral position. So you can push the shoulder forward, but here it's being supported and contracted. Breathing. As you can see, this is a mistake doing this, because you're really going to injure your lower back. So it's not this movement. You're contracting it, engaging your pelvic floor, and it's breathing. Breathe out. As you can see, it's a spinal movement. Breathe out. Now the shoulders do come forward, but it's not a shoulder movement. It's not this. It's the chest contracting inward. Breathe out. Breathing. Breathe out. Breathing. Breathe out. So imagine you into the floor. Breathing. Breathe out. One more time. Breathing. Breathe out. So if we wanted to break down the undulation up to down, it will be chest out, contract the chest in, contract your pelvic floor, release. Out, in, contract, release. Out, in, contract, release. Now I'm going to smooth it out. Out, in, contract, release. Out, back, in, contract, release. Out, back, in, contract, release. One more time. Out, back, in, contract, release. Make sure when you go back, you take a little bit of rest, because eventually the undulation will be sometimes small, sometimes big. But I want you to start having a feeling of going backward, support your lower back, engage your glutes. When you go back, contract, release. Out, back, in, contract, release. Another thing that I've seen you doing sometimes in a class is some of you will just go down, back, in. So remember that it's your chest leading the movement. So I'm already pushing my chest out. So I'm not just going forward. I'm literally, imagine that someone is pulling you from your chest. So chest out, forward, back, contract it in, release. Chest out, back, contract, release. I'll show you from the side. So it's not going forward and back. It's a chest pulling out. So first pull out with your chest, out, out, back, back, and now the chest goes in, contract, release. One more time. Out, back, contract, release. Out, back, contract, release. Out, back, contract, release. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down to up is the opposite, but we'll talk about it another time. I'm just going to introduce it to you. So it's the opposite movement. So the contractions start from your pelvic, contracting forward, contract, release, contract the pelvic, contract, contract, release, release the pelvic, contract, contract, release, release, contract, contract, release, release. Now we're going to smooth it out. So you're like pushing your energy upward. Contract, contract, release, release, contract, contract, release, release, contract, contract, release, release, contract, contract, release, release. I'm going to do both of them together. Up to down, down to up, up to down, down to up, up to down, down to up. One more time. Up to down, down to up. Down to up, it always takes longer to happen, but I just want you to connect your brain with the muscle isolations that we're doing. So just exercise on the up to down, and if you have the down to up coming as well, is a plus. So now we're going to move to hip drop and hip lift. So the movement, this is the position. So you want to make sure, so in this case we're going to start with the weight being on the left leg. So your weight is on the left leg, completely on the left leg, so you can lift this one up. So you want to slightly bend your left leg, and then bring your right foot slightly forward onto your toes, arms out. Now, the range of motion is literally bringing the hip up and down, so very slowly, hip up and down. Make sure that your foot are not too close, because this is going to be harder. So make sure that they are 1 foot, half of a foot forward, up and down. Always keep the leg where the weight is always slightly bent, up and down, up and down, up and down, up. So we're contracting the glutes, especially when we're bringing it up and down, up and down, up and down. Now we're going to start putting some accent into it. So the accent in this case, I want it to drop. So the accent is drop, drop. In this case, we're engaging the left glute. Drop, 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 drop. This is hip drop. Let's go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna kick it now. Kick, drop and kick, drop and kick. So the kick instead of another drop. Drop and kick, drop and kick, drop and kick, drop and kick. When you kick, the leg is slightly diagonal forward, slightly forward. 7, 8, and drop and kick, drop and kick. You should feel pain now on the side of your left thigh and on your glutes, left glutes. Drop and kick, drop and kick, drop and kick, drop and kick, and change it. Now the weight is on your right leg, slightly bent, toes of your left leg slightly forward. Range of motion, and up, down, up, down, up, down, up. With the ups and down, and drop, 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 drop. Engage your right glute in this case. Drop, 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 drop. Let's do the kick. Drop and kick, 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 drop and kick. Hip lift will be the opposite. So weight on the left leg, toes of your right leg forward. So instead of dropping, you're starting with the bottom and lift, 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 and change. 5, 6, 7, 8, and lift. Obviously we want to start with the hip being down because we want to lift it. So always remember, preparation is very important. So lift down, hip down, and up. Lift, 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 lift. Breathing and breathe out. Thank you, and I'll see you on Monday. We're going to go on with the choreography. Now I'm going to send you another video with the first part of the choreography.